Hi everyone, Cigfran here from Wolfenfang in the Nine Blades, and I'm going to try my hand at a little stand-up comedy today. Okay, now this is the first ever interactive stand-up routine, so I'm going to bring the jokes, and it's up to you guys to deliver the laugh track. Now that's a joke, that's an example, that'd be your cue. So I've got some stuff to say about AmpGuard, but first I got to tell you about something that happened to me today. This is something that affects all of us. I'm talking about vaccines. So I was in line at the grocery store and there's two dudes in front of me talking, chatting away. And the first guy says, "Guy, I got my first dose the other day. Pfizer." Instant reaction from the other dude. Turns around and says, "Dude, that's sick. Go Team Pfizer." They high-fived, okay? Touching hands in a busy grocery store with their 80% immunity. Look at them living their best lives. But it got me thinking, okay? The vaccines are a lot like Pokemon Go teams. Let's pretend for the sake of argument that Pokemon Go is still relevant, just for the joke, okay? So let's start with Team Pfizer, okay? Pfizer, these are the guys that were first on the scene. These are the tried and tested, okay? Their methods, irreproachable, scientific, plus blue logo, okay? These are the guys, sure, they have another product, right? That a lot of people love. And sure, those people come off a little bit stiff, but they get the job done. Moving on. Next team, Moderna. Moderna, red logo. Moderna people, they say their team is just as good as the blue team, and to hell with anyone that says any different. They might be a little aggressive about it. Finally, we get to the team instinct of vaccines, okay? I'm talking about AstraZeneca, yellow logo. I can't make these things up, all right? The people that got in on AstraZeneca first, they loved it. And then you start to hear, oh, there's something wrong with the AstraZeneca. Other teams chime in. That's the one with the 5G in it. Now, people that got their first dose of the AstraZeneca, they want to switch teams halfway through, just like Team Instinct. You can't give these things away, and they're trying. Now, that's enough on that. Time to move on to AmpGuard. So there's some good life lessons you can learn in AmpGuard. First one being, AmpGuarders ain't got no class. It's true. You can join the game classy AF, but as soon as you choose a class, you join a class system, okay? So starting out, let's talk about bards. I don't want to play favorites. Let's start with bards. We're loud. We're obnoxious. Those are our good qualities, okay? Chances are if you play a bard, you didn't get a lot of attention from home. It's just how it is. Only thing worse than a bard that can sing is one that can't. It's fair. And the ones that can, they'll never get them to shut up. Case in point, this competition, this very exhibit, okay? Exhibit A. Moving on, we got druids. How about them druids? A good druid comes to field looking like a unicorn vomited all over them. Decked out head to toe in enchantments, ready to carry their team to victory. These are the thinkers and the planners. These are the ones that plot. These are the ones with a plan. But no good plan survives first contact with the enemy being, in this case, your own forgetful teammates. How many Barskin do I have? How many enchantments are we going to lose to forgetful teammates? Maybe one day they'll fix it in V9. I don't know how they're going to do it. Moving on. If you see a monk walking on field, okay, there's one thing you got to know about a monk. That's the laziest guy on the field, okay? Wizards, they have to read the rule book left to right, up and down, backwards and forwards. They know their stuff. Monks, they took a look at the rule book and said, I don't need it. Forget it. Seriously, barbarians do more reading in this game than monks do. Or at least, they have the rules read to them while they play with Legos. I don't think I have enough time to talk about all of the classes in this game, only the important ones. So we're going to move on to life lesson number 2, all right? And that is, a belt is only good for holding up your pants. It's true. We pay more attention, put more importance on belts in this game than a middle school karate champion, okay? Let's be honest. There's nothing more attractive in this game than a nice pair of titles and a tight belt. But we really do put a lot of importance on it. Let's talk about new people, all right? Our best new people, we wrap them in yellow. You can't let good talent like that get lost in the woods. Or maybe it's so our archers can pin off the newbies, a little bit easier. But once you get good enough in the game that people start to care about your fashion sense, they let you wear a nice red belt. This is a belt that symbolizes your rising blood pressure, trying to satisfy the demands of your night. I swear, I've heard people say, you know, fetch me my armor, get me a beer. That's not a joke. I have literally seen that on field. You know who you are. Be nice to your squires, right? They have a hard time. They got a lot to prove. Wait a second. I forgot one, didn't I? Yeah. Man-at-arms. That's okay. Nobody cares about a man-at-arms belt, all right? This is true. I love my man-at-arms belt. That's the one I have. But, you know, nobody cares about it. When it came time to choose the color for the man-at-arms belt, people cared so little about it, they said, you want it to be green or black? And everyone's like, yeah, whatever, you know, do you. Finally, we get to the white belt, the belt that everyone aspires to, the belt that says, screw you guys, I don't need to come to field anymore. People see a white belt and wonder if that knight might belt them with the right belt, or if they're going to feel the slight despite their plight and have to fight their knight. This bit's getting a little bit long, isn't it? I gotta tighten up my belt jokes. Okay, I'm not gonna keep you guys in suspenders any longer. Time to get to my final gag, all right? Now, in case you weren't, you know, whipped into a frenzy by my jokes, I do have one more thing before I say goodbye. You know, it's sure to bring a smile to your face anyway. Here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Thanks very much. Yeah, in the eyes. Yeah.